Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel of Kanak Infosystems. So, in the first part of this series, Python lists, we explored the fundamental of Python lists, covering what a list exactly is and what are the ways in which a list can be created. Today, we'll focus on how to access or modify the lists in Python effectively. So whether you are a beginner or experienced Pythonista, this vlog will provide you with a deeper understanding of Python lists. So let's get started. So a list in Python is an ordered collection. What exactly is a ordered collection? Basically means each element has a unique position called its index, which we can use to access that item or element. So indexes are used inside the square brackets to extract or access an element of that particular index. So Python is basically a zero-based indexing language where the first element is the zeroth element, the second is 1, the third is 2, and so on. Indexing can be positive or negative. Let's see what a positive index is. So in Python, 0 is basically the first item. So here the language list where we have stored programming languages, we want to access the first item. So the first item here is Python. So at 0th index, the Python, and if we want to access the second language or the second index, we can say 1. As you see, we are using square brackets and the value inside to access the element. And we have stored it in this variable called second language, that is Java. Now, what's unique about Python is that it supports negative indexes as well. So what a negative index is? For example, let's access the elements at -1 and -2 positions. If you see, at -1 index, we are able to get or extract the last element of the list. So a negative indexing works in the reverse order, from last to first. So -1 will give the last element, -2 will give the second last element, and so on. Now, if you want to extract a range of elements, you can use slicing. So in slicing, we have a start and a stop index separated by a semicolon, where the end index is exclusive and not inclusive. So in the language list, if we extract 1 to 4 from 1 to 4 index, we can get Java, JavaScript, and C++ languages, and not the fourth index or the third index, you can say, because it's exclusive and not inclusive. Similarly, there's another way in which we can use slicing, which is start, stop, and a step. Like we have here extracted 1 to 5 index, that is Java, JavaScript, C++, Go, and Rust with 2 steps, right? So we can extract Java and the second is C++. So that's the output. Secondly, we can modify lists, like we can add or remove items from the list. So we can add items in the list dynamically by appending items to end, insert them at the specific position, or extending the list with multiple items. And similarly, we can remove items dynamically, insert it in the end or a specific, remove it from the end or the specific position, or even delete several elements together. So adding can be done by list functions like appending, inserting, and extending. Here we are appending the Swift language at the end. Here we are inserting the Ruby language in the first index. And here we are extending the list by adding Kotlin and TypeScript at last of the list. Similarly, we can remove items by using functions like remove, pop, or del. To simply remove an item, we can use remove function. Like if we want to remove Java, we can give it to the function and Java will be removed from the list, as you can see. Similarly, if we want to use an index, we can use the pop method and whatever there is in the pop method will be removed, like the second index. And similarly, based on index also, we can use del method to delete one element from the list, which is at index 1. Ruby for now. That's all for today. We have covered accessing and modifying Python lists with practical examples. In the next video, we'll dive deep into advanced list operations. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more Python tips. See you next time.